lovers, my name is Carrie and this is Spines and Spoilers. So as you can see, we're back in the car and this time I have something that is kind of impeding me. I cut my finger in the middle and it was not healing, so I had to tape together my fingers. So if things are a little shakier than usual, that is why. Today I want to talk about the books that I read at the end of June and throughout July, but first I want to talk about what I am reading and what I am drinking. Right now I'm literally just drinking a mocha, and I am reading Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil, or Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, I believe, by V.E. Schwab. It is a sapphic book about vampires, and I am absolutely loving it. That being said, let's talk about the books that I read in July and June. The main book that I was working on throughout the end of June and July was the Kaiju Preservation Society by John Scalzi. It only took me as long as it did because I wanted to savor it. I loved this book from start to finish. I really like this author. I've only read 2 of his books at this point, but I love everything that I've read by him so far. This book basically exists in an alternate reality where there is a parallel world where kaijus do exist and they are endangered. So humans are basically having to travel to the parallel world to help them. Basically, just look at the cover. Kaiju Preservation Society, that's exactly what it is. It's funny, it's insightful, it's delightful, and I love it. The next book that I read was actually in mid-July. It's With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. Riley Sager is very hit or miss, but generally, you know, his books are lots of fun regardless. This book is no exception. I would say that it's probably my favorite so far of his books. It's very Murder on Orient Express coded, but with some twists. Basically, a woman invites a group of people who were responsible for the death of her family onto the train with the goal of holding them accountable. And one by one, people start to die. Some of it was a little predictable, but it's one of those situations where it's like, I don't know if this is because I have read a lot of thrillers before, or because I've read a lot of Riley Sager. It could be a me thing. Either way, I really did enjoy it. The next book that I read in July was Black in Blues by Imani Perry. This book circulated around Black history, particularly around how blue has sort of made an impact on the culture. It's absolutely beautifully written, it's insightful, it's powerful, and I do recommend it. I plan to see if Imani Perry has written anything else, and if she has, then I'm definitely reading it. And this is actually a short list, because the last book that I read in July was We All Want to Change the World by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I went into this one not knowing what to expect. I didn't know that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wrote books, and apparently my head was in the sand. And this is something that he's been doing for a while, because he's good at it. If you kind of want to brush up on sort of the history of social justice, then this would kind of be the book to read. It basically covers Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's experience with social justice from the 1960s to the present, and is definitely an interesting and insightful read if you have the time. Okay, yeah, that was a really short video. Hopefully next month I'll be able to read a little bit more. That does it though for my reading wrap-up for the end of June and July. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it way more than you know. I hope you're all staying safe out there and that you are staying as cool as you can in this weather. If you're getting the same weather I am anyway. If you want to like and share and subscribe and all that jazz, feel free. I'm not going to stop you. But what is most important to remember in this day and time is to love yourself. Please. Okay, bye.